Hello everyone, good morning, buenos dias. Welcome to a beautiful, beautiful sunny morning here in the Spanish Alpujarras. So, increasingly I'm getting asked about my journey into channeling with the star beings and how it all started, how things moved forward, what was it like, what's it all about. So I thought I would come for a little walk up the track and just share the journey with you. So, the star beings. It all started, well over 10 years ago now. Hey Denise, hello. So the star beings first started coming through when I was around late 30s, coming into about my 40th year. And what happened was I was working with the airlines still at that point, and the very first time they came through, I was en route. I was working on my laptop, and I used to run like an online magazine called Universally Rio. So I was doing some laptop and admin work, and all of a sudden this amazing energy came through. It was incredible, and it just came down into me, and there was this overwhelming sense of just love and peace. And my eyes became like lead and they closed down. They closed, and I was just taken and put in this beautiful, incredible state of love, of bliss, of peace, of time ceasing to exist. I lost sense of really being me as Sally, and I was aware that there was tears streaming down my cheeks because the love was just incredible. And there was never an ounce, there was no fear, there was no concern, there was no worry, because it all just felt so amazing. It was just so beautiful. And then I became aware of my hands moving over the keyboard, and I didn't know what was going on. I don't hear voices, I don't repeat anything that I'm given. So my hands were moving over the laptop, and when I came out, when the energy lifted and I looked at the laptop, there was a message for me. So this was the very first time the star beings came through, and it was a personal message for me. And again, so I just cried some more and did have a moment of what the F is going on here, but everything just felt so beautiful and perfect and normal. And I thought, all right, okay, right. On we go. Went back to my chicken and beef at 29,000 feet and thought, okay, this is fine, but what am I supposed to do with it? And these instances of the energy coming through, of feeling the love, of embodying the love, and just being put into such a state of complete bliss, these started happening more and more. And it became so normal and beautiful, but I never went looking for it. I didn't ask for it to happen. I didn't try. And it came to a point where I shared some of the written messages, and whenever I spoke the words that were given to me through automatic writing, I would move into that state, and I could feel the energy, and it's just like it comes in, it goes, it comes right in, and it's totally grounding, as well as taking you out of your body and mind. The mind cannot function or think when I'm in, or my mind cannot function or think or be logical Sally when I have the energy with me, when the star beings are with me. And this is one of the reasons that, especially in my group, the Healing Collective, they're so used to me coming on and not even remembering how to work Zoom or needing a prompt or something like that, because my mind just does not function in a normal way when the star beings are with me. So I started sharing those written messages. At that time I was living in Brazil, and I was actually married, and unfortunately I was shut down. I received quite a bit of resistance, and I was told to not tell anyone, be quiet, don't tell anyone this is happening, and it was all a bit strange. So I turned my back on it, and ironically I was still working in a psychic healing circle at that time, but I can see now that I was told to be quiet and put back in my box, and I was shining just a little bit too brightly for a lot of people to feel comfortable with. When I left Brazil, I came back to the UK. I went back to Scotland, and I started a whole new life. And the star beings started coming through again. And this time they started coming through not just through automatic writing and through those personal experiences of feeling their presence, but in a way where they completely came into my body, and I fully incorporated their presence and was able to share verbal guidance. Oh, bless you, Denise. Thank you. And again, this was received, it wasn't that well received, because when the star beings spoke through me, they come through as very masculine, very direct, and really quite harsh. And we are so used to love being fluffy, gentle, nice, lovey-dovey, and just like overly good. And that is not what love is all about. When the star beings come through, hi Linda, hello, and hello Caroline. When the star beings come through, they really come through with such a direct honest connection and truth. And it can be quite unsettling, because we're so used to love being felt and shared as a very, very gentle, very soft experience. So again, the channeling really wasn't received in a way that supported me or encouraged me to continue. And again, I shut it down. So you can see they've been trying to come through for quite a long time, but I've been resistant. And I've been in circumstances that have really pushed me to the edge of my own self-belief and trust in how to share this energy and what to do with myself and the energy. So yes, so eventually what happened was I did share it a few times, but I became super self-conscious. I began to doubt my abilities. I began to doubt what I was doing, and it really rocked me to the core. So, and then what happened was I met the love of my life. I came together with Scott, and I went out to join him and create a whole new life in Hong Kong. And what happened out there was that I had the space, the safe space, and the love and the support around me for the star beings to come through properly, fully, to their fullest extent, and for me not to be afraid of it, and also to not be shut down or told that it wasn't what I thought it was, or it's not good enough, or what the hell do you think you're doing, or you don't even know what you're doing. So when I was in Hong Kong, I started to build a platform and a foundation for the star beings and myself to create from. And this is where it gets really interesting, because they'd always come through from the very, very beginning with pure love, pure vibration and pure presence. And this is what it went back to. And I used to phone up my beautiful friend Jenny in Scotland and say, come on, let's try this out. I'm going to call in, hold the energy at such and such a time, and you in Scotland just tell me what it feels like, what happens, how does it feel. And hi Karen, hello. And this is how it started, because I would experiment with friends and they would have the most incredible experiences no matter where they were in the world. And there I was in Hong Kong, not in control of what was happening, but simply being the anchor and the vessel and the channel for the vibration and the presence of the star beings to connect with whoever it was that was wanting to connect with them. And then I allowed it to grow. I thought, right, I'm going to try this with a group. So I put out there on Facebook to my friends, who wants to come and try and be in the presence of the star beings? Let's try this. And I ended up with a group with people in Australia, there were some people in Hong Kong, in Europe and in the UK. And this is when I realized the fullest potential, because everybody got back in touch and shared their experiences, and it was just mind-blowing. And I remember thinking, oh wow, oh my God, now what? And I just continued to allow things to grow on an organic level, but I also learned how to create a social media platform with my wonderful friend Linda Hughes helping me with that. And it just grew and grew and grew. And I started doing readings with the Star Beings energy, healings, and also I opened it up to personal conversations. Hey Nuala, hello. And you know, this is still going back for like 5 years ago, and it was great because I had the space in Hong Kong, the security and the support around me to really allow it to grow, to not be afraid to hold back. And it just grew and grew and grew. And now it is what it is. I have been through a massive shift, as many of you know, over the last couple of months, where I've taken the Star Beings channeling way back to the very, very origins, to the pure truth of who they are and what they're here to share, because it really is all about the vibration. Yes, they can share verbal messages, but that, as always, takes you back into your head. It takes you back to asking, to thinking, to questioning, to maybe doubting. And their presence and their love and their vibration is continually and always will be about bringing you into your heart. What I would say is that if you have a gift, trust yourself. Trust what feels right. Really, really feel into it. Forget about what everybody else says. There I was, a grown adult in my 40s, having the most incredible experiences, and yet I allowed myself to be shut down by others because they didn't understand it, they didn't get it. What the Star Beings offer is so different. It is so different. Their vibration is incredible. It is galactic, it is stellar. They do not say where they are from, and they never will. Everybody, well, not everybody, but so many people have given me their thoughts, their opinions about where the Star Beings are from. And I honour each and every one of those intuitive feelings and knowings. But for me, it's the not knowing that is so important, because it keeps us here. It keeps us in a place of feeling, allowing, receiving and accepting. And if we're in our heads, then we're not here. And this is why I've taken the Star Beings channeling back to the basics of pure vibrational healing, and now with their light language coming through. Because the light language, again, will not let you understand it from a logical point, but your body and your heart and your energy and your emotions on some level understands it, and it also absorbs it, embodies it, and allows that shift of the resonance, the sounds, the vibration to do the work, and not allowing our heads to get in the way, as always. Oh, right, again, I've forgotten my glasses, so I can't see. Oh, it's Carmen. Inspiring message this morning. Thank you, lovely. Lots of love to you. So that is really a very quick sort of summary about how the Star Beings came through. They came through many years ago. I stayed in the closet, I stayed quiet, I was afraid to share it. And then when I did share it, I met the resistance and the disbelief. And because I didn't hold my self-worth or my own self-belief in a good place, I let myself be shut down, and I sort of ran back to hide. And it has been the greatest gift and the greatest challenge to bring this healing through to the world, for myself, and for those that want to sit in the energy, because I really feel that I'm following my path now and my purpose. And it's not easy. It's not easy doing something very different that people maybe don't believe in, or you get ridiculed for, or you get trolled for. But my goodness, when you work with the people that are really wanting to shift and transform, especially now that we're really in this place of 5D living, of living from a higher consciousness, living from our hearts, living from a place of love and with a place of love. This is what the Star Beings are all about, and they help through their vibration us to shift, to clear, to raise our awareness, to clear the past away, to realign our energy, to feel our truth, to feel the immensity of love. Because we really don't know what love is all about. We're taught about it as pink cuddly toys, and how we feel about our family or our friends or our pets or we love something that we do. But it is so much more than that. The multidimensional life force of love is our truth. And when we are aligned with it, this is where the magic happens. We surrender into it, we hand over to it, and we allow the love, the power of love, of energetic love, to really become our healer. So it's been a great honour. It has been an absolute honour. And I just thought, so many people have recently asked me, how did it all begin? So it just began I was chosen. I certainly did not choose for this to happen, but the energy came through. I went with it, I turned my back on it, I went with it, I turned my back on it. I've tried to be a normal channel and offer conversations, even though deep down I knew that wasn't what their energy and presence was fully about. And now I'm feeling so aligned and so comfortable and so excited. I don't know if anybody else out there is feeling the shift in the energy at the moment. It really feels like we are so accelerating, but also moving deeper within. So time just is not time like we used to experience it. We are not as we used to be. We're so much more aware of our emotions, our energy, our choices, our conscious choices. And this is the beginning of the change. In fact, it's not even the beginning. The change has been really, really moving for quite a long time, but we are all becoming more aware of it. And we are all light leaders. We are all way showers. There's no top of the pyramid and bottom of the pyramid anymore. It's everybody. Everybody coming together, waking up and working together as one, and being together and allowing and supporting and loving. And this is how we change the world. And I truly believe that this is what the star beings are here to do. They are here to awaken us, to help us heal our separation from self. They do heal physical symptoms within the body. They do offer spiritual awakening. They offer an experience that actually gets you out of your mind, so you cannot go back to being asleep. They offer so much through their vibration, but it can't be pinned down and it can't be defined, and it often can't be described. And that's why I often say that the star being healing takes you beyond words. So I think I've waffled on quite successfully now for a while. Oh, I so wish I'd brought my glasses up from the house. And now I'm going to end up squinting into the phone. Hey Bonnie, hey beautiful. Yes, the identities can get in the way of being present and defeat the purpose of this connection and light language and going into leading from the heart. So proud of you, Sally. What a gift you are. Oh, bless you, Bonnie. Bless you. Denise saying, I can feel it from you, Sally. Oh, thank you, Denise. Big time. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Denise Flynn. Stephanie Devlin. Hello. Oh, Phil. Hello, lovely. Elaine. Carmen. Okay. Right. I am off now to share a pure healing transmission for my Healing Collective group. This is one of the ways that I share the vibration of the star beings. It's not only in the one-to-ones, which can be 30 minutes or an hour, but with my private group where I share channeled healing every single week, either through Zoom or through live stream. I also do weekly readings with personal messages, and we really are a beautiful collective of souls, just loving the energy of the star beings and being with the star beings and allowing their vibration to assist us when we have to deal with everyday life. So if you'd like to know more about the Healing Collective, just get in touch. It's a wonderful way to enjoy their energy without investing in a one-to-one. And I also invite you to join me and Shanine on Sunday. Yes! We are sharing a combined challenge. If I can just say it, we're sharing our combined channeling on Sunday afternoon in a Zoom event. So just have a look on my personal page on Facebook and you'll see all the details there. Shanine will be channeling, I will be channeling, there'll be quantum healing, we'll both be sharing our light language, and as always, we never quite know what's going to happen within the flow when we get together, but it is just magical. And this is in the really, I told you I can't get my words out today, this really is the run-up to us sharing our Open Your Cosmic Heart retreat here in Spain in October, but I'll speak more about that another time. Sending you lots of love. Have an amazing day. Open your hearts. Tell your mind to take a hike. Live from your hearts. Feel your way forward. Trust yourself and align with that beautiful vibration of love. See you all soon.